Welcome to AG Life Science. Today we are going to discuss about a topic that is nucleotide excision repair. Such kind of repair mechanism occurs in our body when some kind of mutation occurs. Suppose we all know that base A binds with T, G binds with C. Suppose there are two TT dimer or some TC dimer. Such kind of unnatural base pairing can be repaired by many repair mechanism in our body. Such one kind of repair mechanism is nucleotide excision repair, and it is one of the part of repair. It is one of the part of light dependent excision repair. I have already mentioned in the group. Firstly, I want to show you a chart that I have already drawn in the right side of the board, that is DNA repair system. DNA repair system is mainly two type. One is light dependent repair system and another is light independent repair system. Light dependent repair system can also change such kind of TC or TT kind of dimer repairing mechanism, and light independent repair mechanism again subdivided into two parts. One is base excision repair, another is nucleotide excision repair. And base excision repair is again subdivided into three parts, that is mismatch repair, recombination repair and SOS repair. Today we are going to discuss the main topic of today, that is nucleotide excision repair. So let's start with this topic. Firstly, I want to discuss about this matter, then I again show you that what that we will going through. Firstly, nucleotide excision repair is nothing but a kind of repair system that removes thymine dimer. I have already shown in the upper part of the board, that is thymine dimers. And in nucleotide excision repair, a mechanism or a enzyme works, that is nuclease. Nuclease is the enzyme. Nuclease enzyme mainly works in this process. This nucleotide excision repair is based on this enzyme, nuclease enzyme, and it produces a cut on either side of the, suppose this is a DNA and this enzyme cut on both side of the DNA, both the side, and it removes the damaged part. Suppose here is some damaged part and damaged part is removed from here. Such kind of functional activity nuclease shown in this process. So now we have some parts, we have already known that nuclease enzyme act in this process. They remove the thymine dimers in nucleotide excision repair. Let's move forward. In nucleotide excision repair, the enzyme function, that is the original name is excinuclease. It is quite different from endo and exonuclease. Please don't make it similar with endo and exonuclease. They don't have such kind of activity what endo and exonuclease showed. They play different role in the DNA metabolism. The E. coli, if you find in E. coli, if you see in the process of E. coli, that the nucleotide excision repair pathway requires the product, that is 3 genes. They require 3 genes. 3 genes, that is 3 UVR genes. UVR means UVR designated as UV means ultraviolet repair. UV means ultraviolet and R designated as repair. Ultraviolet repair is known as UV repair. So they finds three genes: UVRA, UVRB and UVRC genes. These are all UVRA, UVRB and UVRC genes. And a trimeric protein. A trimeric protein contains two UVRA and one UVRB polypeptide recognizes the defect part. Suppose later a defect part present in this DNA. Suppose I have this is a defect part and two UVRA. These are UVRA and one UVRB. Unitedly they together recognize this part. Later I will draw a picture and I will again discuss it. I am just telling this according to theory part, that UVR A and B firstly recognize this part and the defect polypeptides and uses its energy to bend the DNA. In the second step they just bend the DNA part. The DNA present in here, they bend the DNA by using ATP to UVRA and UVRB. These are two UVRA and this is UVRB. They are using ATP and bend the DNA. Bend the DNA. Later the UVRA dimer then released. In the next step, suppose here is 3 dimer is present, 2 UVRA and 1 UVRB. These are 2 UVRA and this is UVRB. But in this part, suppose UVRA part is released. So 2 UVRA has already been released, only UVRB is present there. And so after that UVRC bind to the UVRB and DNA complex. Suppose UVRB is present, here is UVRB and another complex present in this part, that is UVRC. They attached in this part, C has been UVRC come to this part and attached with this DNA complex. And the UVRC clips the 4th and 5th phosphodiester bond of the damaged nucleotide on the 3' side. Suppose it is 3' and it is 5' and the another DNA is 5' to 3'. We all know that, and they damage this phosphodiester bond and 3' to 5' side. On this side they break the phosphodiester bond. So UVRC break phosphodiester bond from 3' to 5'. Now the UVRD gene product in the next step UVR DNA gene product and DNA helicase 2, suppose they have formed this mutated part and this mutated part is released by UVRD and DNA helicase 2. So now this part has been removed and it is now a open part. In the last two steps of the pathway, now DNA pol 1 will come in this step. Suppose this is DNA pol 1. DNA pol 1 come in this step, and later he, suppose DNA pol 1 come here and fill this part, and next DNA ligase, which make catalyzed diester bond formation between the two adjacent nucleotide, and seal this part with this and this part. They attached the newly synthesized DNA with the old part, and just like they snitched with each other. Such kind of mechanism is also found in human, but in human exonuclease activity contains 15 nucleotide protein XPA. This process we have found in the E. coli, but if we see in human, a 15 polypeptide protein make this function, and the name of this protein is XPA. What does it mean? XPA means xeroderma pigmentation protein A. X determines xeroderma, P designate pigmentation, and A means protein A. A means protein A. So this function will perform by the XPA protein, a 15 polypeptides containing protein, which is done by UVR A and B in the E. coli. So now the damaged part has been recovered in the human, and in human there are 24 to 32 nucleotide has been removed. The 24 to 32 nucleotide has been removed in this process. And the gap which is filled by DNA polymerase, here the gap is filled by, in human the gap is filled by DNA polymerase delta or eta. And ultimately DNA ligase seal this part. So I hope it is clear to all of us as for our theory section. In the next part you will find a picture and you will see how it works. So thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to click the like button, and if you don't subscribe my channel yet, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click the bell button. Thank you very much.